Peace to all the gods and goddesses of planet God. So today I got a little download on the story of Babylon in the Bible. Now, in the story of the Babylon story, right? I think this was Genesis 11.5 to 9, I think like that. And it's the story of Babylon, how they built the tower up to the heavens, right? And God came in and blew it all down and mixed up their languages, right? That story is about us. Like we have to see clearly and decode the Bible. It's all manipulated and reversed around. Like you have to decode it. It's all based on the creation of God and the fall of the frequency of us, and the fall of Zeus, aka Satan. So in the Babylon story, the people, right, they all united together. They all spoke one language. Get that in your mind. They all spoke one language. In reality, we know what that really means. Right? They were speaking telepathy. There wasn't no words because there wasn't no words at first. That's all spellcast. It's like in the words, I'm not gonna repeat it verbatim, but I'm going to say it like basically it's like they was like, let us all come together under one language and build a city for ourselves and a name for ourselves. So that's basically representing let's make a name for ourselves. We know we not need the bones, not need the beings, right? So at that time, towards the middle of our fall, we started calling ourselves the Atlanteans. So that's what it means by let's make our own name and our own city. But really that represents us starting to rise back up in frequency, realizing who we is and coming back together towards the fall and rising again. Because we were still warring with them, so we was called the Atlanteans, and what we really meant, like, we was connecting back all together, knowing who we is, and taking back our land, not just no city. That's what they said. And the Babylon Tower, that can be a representation of our giant trees we used to have. It can also be a representation of our pyramids, our original pyramids. And we know the God of the Bible, who he really is Satan, aka Zeus, aka Jesus, all the same motherfucker, many more names. Jacob, Moses, a lot of names he go by home. Remember, he's a jealous God. And anything you know, Zeus, Satan, is a jealous God. That's basically what he was in the Bible story. He was jealous of the Babylon people, of them uniting and building up a tower to the heavens. Even though we know the representation of a tower to the heavens is not a literal building. You build up to the heavens is really us rising up in frequency to our higher self, to the crown chakra, Kundalini energy activation. That's what that stands for, rising up to the heavens and prospering. He was rising, uniting, understanding who he is. During the war, coming back and realizing rising. And then in the Bible it said he destroyed the Babylon Tower and they scrambled up their language. Now that part represents the language part, and the tower being destroyed represents how Satan, aka Zeus, had his people come, Pleiadians. His little groups of people, the Pleiadians, the Dracodians, the human beings, they came, right? Yeah, they had some of our gods and goddesses too, fell in frequencies. But yeah, as they destroyed the Tower of Babylon, really represent the Tower of Babylon, that represents how they destroy our pyramids, right? All our pyramids, you know, our crystal structure pyramids with the limestone. We spoke telepathy. We had crystals embedded in all the pyramids was made of crystals, right? And that connected us, the chips, the crystal chips, and the pineal gland to speak telepathy towards each other in the ether. Yeah. Once they destroyed our crystal structure pyramids, that stopped the telepathy link, right? So then here comes the spellcast language. There are more times in the fall we started falling. We couldn't really speak to each other the way we want. We didn't use words because that spellcast, it's not natural. So as we was falling, we started segregating during the fall, technology, started taking on all these fake languages. And there you go, that's part right there, just speaking them languages itself and basing it around us hinders us, lowers us. That's the start of the fall right there. But what they mean by we separating the language, that's really the meaning they separating us, because that also represents us falling into tribal states, because we all 92 beings, but now we all go by what you say, African, Haitian. We got African, we got Haitian, we got Jamaican, Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, we got Nigerians, Sumerians, Atlanteans, Philippines, Shanties, all these names we go by. It's all tribes of us that during the fall we split up and started taking on the spellcast and these names. Really, we know who deep down we are 93 beings, but during the fall, that's what happened when you destroy our crystal structure pyramids, and that's what the Babylon Tower represents, you feel me? And what he separated the languages, that's what that really means. He ain't separate no motherfucking language. We ain't speak no language, none of that. As our towers was destroyed, crystal structure, right? Couldn't talk telepathy within each other. Feel me? So that's what that represents. So now we all segregated, talking different languages. He's a jealous God, Satan. That's why the Bible is he destroyed because they tried to build a tower to the heavens. Come on now, come on man. Y'all really believe that? And even so, if you believe religion, all this, you read this in human beings, like they building a structure up to a fake heaven somewhere, like they cover do most of. Come on man, we not believing that, but that rising to the heaven part, that represents us rising in frequency and vibration to our higher self. That's what rising up to the heavens represents. Us going within, rising and knowing who he is all together. That's why they said they spoke one language, they was one people. We all know we are all one. I am everything and everything is me. Thus it shall be. You feel me? We are all one people. And as we understood that, it was nothing. They couldn't stop nothing of us. The heavens part represents the crown chakra, the Kundalini energy rising. All our chakras was aligned rising. That's what that represents. The story about that. I know I can put it together a little better than this, but it's coming straight off the dome. I ain't got time to write no script and not like that. But if you understand me, you understand me. If you understand me, that's okay too. Peace to all the guys and God, and this is a planet cop.